All right, welcome all. So I'm doing another June 21st solstice video, or winter or seasonal video rather, for the chart for the coming season of summer. And I've been doing these with Gary. We started with the winter one for 2025, and then we did the spring for 2026. I'm doing a general read of the astrology chart for the United States, Washington, D.C., now for summer solstice, June 21st. And this I have at 4:24 a.m. And you could see, here's the chart here. I'm going to go over it slowly and go through all the different aspects highlighted in this chart. And then if I have time at the end, I'll add in the astrocartography chart for the same time. And these are pictures in history. This is a picture of the chart for summer solstice that embodies all the energies, the fluctuating energies that we will be moving through in the next 3 months. So this marks June 21st throughout July, throughout August, until the September equinox, where I will do another video for the fall months, which will begin September 21st to winter solstice, December 21st. So this is a picture. This is a picture of events and experiences that are coming. The highlighting planets of this chart, I will go over and underscore and nuance their meanings that will be conveyed to us in this experience as we move forward. I will also do a human design version of this, and I'll do that video after this one. And so to start, the helmsman of the chart, a Gemini ascendant chart, is Uranus. Well, it's Uranus because Uranus is in conjunction with the ascendant. Now it's in conjunction, it's about a 6-degree orb, so maybe it's 1 degree off, not as close. Uranus is the higher degree of Mercury, the real helmsman of this chart, and that's what it is, it's Mercury. So what we do is we look for Mercury. How is Mercury leading us in this map of the next 3 months? Well, Mercury's in Cancer, and it's 23 degrees Cancer, and at this time, it's about to go retrograde. Not quite. It is in the shadow period of retrograde, but you can see there's no R located next to it. Whereas Pluto is retrograde in this chart, and that's it. Only Pluto is retrograde here. So transformation is stalled, is usually the meaning of Pluto when in retrograde. And Mercury is here with Jupiter, both in Cancer, meaning that home is on our mind. Our home, our true home, which is our heart, the home of our country, the home of our environments, that's what we're thinking about. We're thinking about how to create our home, how to expand it, how to subsist it, how to pay for the bills, how to continue to have it nurture us. And in Jupiter there's a vision, there's expansion, and it's in Cancer, so that's where we're at. That's where we're at as a country, that's where we're at as individuals. That's where the themes are for the next 3 months. Now, of course, wherever Cancer is in your chart, it'll be layered with that additional theme of where that action's going to take place. So for Cancer risings, it would be in their personal, perceptual view of the world, or their body being the ascendant. For Gemini risings, your chart will look similar to this, so it'll be an overlay for you. For Taurus risings, Cancer will be the 3rd house, so you'll be communicating, you'll be traveling, you'll be getting a sense of what home is, and it'll be in your 3rd house. So short travels, short distances will relate to home and where you're making your home. And if you're Aries rising, then Cancer will move to the 4th house. It'll be here, and the concern will definitely be home. If you're a Pisces rising, then it'll have to do with the 5th house, your creativity, what you're doing with your creativity, and so on and so forth. Now, with that particular theme occurring, the helmsman being in Mercury, close to Jupiter, we see that Jupiter is getting close to this opposition with Pluto. At 28 degrees Cancer, it's not far. It's about 7 degrees from that opposition with Pluto, which will occur in July. And this has to do with confrontations of power and authenticity and expanding things, but is it authentic to expand? We're thinking about things that we want to expand, whether it's territory or housing or some vision we have. And Pluto's asking us, is it correct or is it not correct? And if it's not correct, what do we need to cut off? What's not working? And this is going to bring huge themes for the geopolitical aspect of these next 3 months. Because as this is the US chart, and going back to the mundane astrology, Pluto in the 9th house means destruction from faraway lands, from foreign lands, from higher, deeper thinking and understandings. And our allies are ruled by the 11th house, and here we have the Aries Vortex. Saturn there limiting us, Neptune there creating vision or delusion. And the ruler of this house in the US chart is Mars. And Mars is in the 12th house hiding, slowly approaching Uranus and Gemini in the 1st house. Slowly hinting at destabilization and sudden disruptions, perhaps from hidden enemies, as Mars in the 12th house usually signifies some type of hidden enemy or hidden Martian male energy. And so we have a chart here where the national identity of the country is being affected. The national identity would be ruled by the sun, our leaders, as well as the ascendant sign, both in Gemini in this chart. And this is a period of Gemini. This is a period of the twins. And we know the esoteric wayward way of Gemini is the double, the Janus effect, the two-headed, the self and the shadow self, the one going up and one going down, like the two-faced. Which twin is in control? Which twin is guiding us? And so Gemini, like Pisces, is known for its dual nature. And so what side of things are we seeing through? And this is a major theme right now, which I'll carry forth in a very nuanced way when I go into the human design because of the particular gates that Uranus is in. But just from the astrology and the esoteric astrology of Uranus being the higher octave and expression of Mercury, located in the ruling sign of Mercury, which is Gemini, which is in conjunction with Sedna, and moving forward from that, and now creating sextiles and trines with the Aries Vortex. And it's apparent in this chart as well, as in this chart we have Gemini at 3 degrees, in trine with Pluto at 5 degrees, and in sextile with Neptune at 4 degrees. These sextiles and trines are like slides in a playground. Once you get on that slide, that's it. You're down. You're almost all the way down and off to go on the ride again or to some other game on the playground. In other words, what's happening is this simultaneous mind that I've been speaking of over the past year in all the human design gates when I went through them. And that's on my channel on a playlist. And what I'm talking about is Uranus destabilizing space and time and bringing us into another density of awareness. Because we are so, at this point, of course, also being a Western nation and being very airy and things being so mental and us being addicted to our phones and the images and the words and just desperately looking for moments of silence and meditation, but getting addicted to the information overload. It is a time to kind of transcend through and adjust and take in information in a different way, where we can get our insights from words and moments and the intuition of a voice heard. And from other ways, information can come in now, and it can reset our sense of space and time. Because there will be temporal inserts brought into the collective field over the next month. And what I mean by that is temporal editing of space and time, of the images and the reels of reality that are going to be presented to us. It's a huge show. And the themes of this show, as I'm evidencing here from this chart, are going to happen so quickly, and the shifts are going to happen so fast, with all this Aries Vortex still in effect and these sextiles and trines with the outer planets, that things are going to happen and we're not even going to really understand or fully be able to adjust to it, because it's going to happen so quickly, and it's connected to these developing digital technologies and these aspects of the world that are very dark, that we've all are aware of, whether it's certain types of cameras being placed everywhere or data centers being built underneath us, which are very strange and in complete unalignment with the propaganda of the last 10-20 years about saving and protecting our environment. The importance of that I'm not denying, of course, but ironic that now technology is being built that completely ignores that. And we're, as people, we're standing forth and we're aware and we're watching this and we're protesting, and people are speaking up, and that's represented by the moon here, the heart of the people, our thoughts, our mind, our feelings. And moon in Virgo is in tension with all these energies. It is not in a comfortable spot here. It's actually in square with the sun and Gemini in this chart. So the people are not in tune with the leaders. We're not buying into their propaganda. And that's the sun also in square with Neptune. So our leaders are being delusional to think they can carry things out and just outright deceive us, and that we're not seeing what's happening. Venus here in Leo wants to celebrate. It wants to celebrate the 250th anniversary of the United States, 4th of July. It's right there around that area with Jupiter and Mercury. It wants to celebrate leadership, but true leadership from the heart, authenticated leadership, and thus our leaders will be tested. We will test them. And Chiron entering into Taurus right here at 0 degrees is significant as well. A new healing of the land, a new awareness of our bodies, our physical bodies, our earth bodies, the earth itself. In a mundane astrology chart is this one. As I'm looking at it through mundane astrology, just reminders. The sun is our leaders, the moon is the people, and the people that take care of us, the nurses and the people that feed us. Mercury is how we communicate. It's social media, it's media, it's how we send messages, it's how we communicate with each other. the bridges we create with each other. Jupiter stands for what we bring to each other in the world on other levels. Venus represents our values, our morals, what's important to us. Mars represents our fight, our military might. Uranus represents the rebellion of the people as well as chaos. And so the rebellion is right there on the ascendant of this chart, right there in the foreground. And then Saturn represents our laws, and Neptune represents our vision. Now to go back to Jupiter, Jupiter represents our personal laws, is what I wanted to say. Our beliefs, our knowingness, our directions. And Pluto represents, of course, our transformation, and our, as well as our, in a lower frequency would be what's being destroyed, what's not authentic. And you could see at the top of the chart is a North Node in Pisces, meaning to say, again, we continue with this theme before the nodes move into Leo and Aquarius. We continue with this theme that we can't understand things intellectually right now. Neptune holds a veil over everything. And the best we can do is to intuit, to sense what is occurring, what is beyond the veil, because we're not able to make full clarity, full sense of it. And so overall in the theme of this chart, we have a lot of mental action occurring, a lot of news, a lot of blitz, it's going to be a very busy next 3 months. September will calm a bit. As of today, the day that I'm recording this, Mercury's gone into shadow, retrograde, and the destabilization and restabilization of our minds and our perception will be occurring as Mercury goes retrograde into Cancer, and we rethink and we enter into a period of isolation. There's some level of isolation occurring. I can feel this. People are trying to connect, but it's difficult. Of course, the truth of that will be subjective and relative to one's chart, but there is a certain carryover of energy that's moving towards a new self-understanding, and that has to do with the transition of the right angle cross, of planning to the right angle cross of the sleeping phoenix. I'll explain more of that when I go into the human design picture chart for summer solstice. As for this chart, I'll leave it here, and I'll share a little of the chart for the astrocartography chart for this current period. Give me a second to get that up. Here it is. So I'm going to make it larger. So for the US, the Aries Vortex is occurring here on the West Coast. This is Saturn right here, this black line. And this is Neptune here, this blue line. And this red line right on the edge of the West Coast is the sun on the IC home. And that's kind of in the water there on the West Coast. And that's where the sun is located, or the leadership is, where the energy of the United States is at this point. And you can see the parent lines on this astrocartography map, and they're all associated with Pluto. Above LA, we have a Pluto-Mars. Around Portland, Oregon, we have a Pluto-Uranus. And then up in Canada, way up in Canada, too far for there to be really any people. I mean, there's people there. It's Alaska, of course. We have Pluto, Sun, Pluto, 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 Mercury, Pluto, Jupiter, and Pluto, Venus Paran lines. If we look to South America, we have some Pluto Paran lines in the deep south in Argentina, and the lines going through other countries. The sun line, there's a sun line going through Colombia, as well as a Uranus line going through Venezuela and Brazil. So there could be themes in these specific countries occurring as well on the headlines. And if we look to areas of Africa and Eurasia, we have the sun line going through a certain area there of Eastern Africa and through Eastern Europe, more so Eurasia. The Middle East has a Uranus MC line, but it's still a little far, as well as a moon ascendant line on the other side. The Pluto Paran line, the Pluto Sun, the Pluto Mars Paran line goes through the area between LA and San Jose in California, all the way across the United States, all the way across northern Africa, so that's Morocco, southern Spain, Greece, Beirut, Tehran, all the way across through China to Tokyo, Japan. So there could be things happening on that Paran line, and that Paran line does intersect with the Mars line around the Greece and South Italy area, as well as a Uranus line there. There's also Mercury, Jupiter, Pluto, and Venus lines going through parts of India, as well as Iran, and also closer as we go through China. Australia has a Mars-Pluto line in the south, going just above Melbourne and a town called Canberra. So this is just fun. I just thought I'd add this on so you guys could see the astrocartography chart of the moment for the summer solstice. And so that was just some added fun there. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Feel free to ask questions in the chat, and please do comment. It really helps the algorithm now. Views are still important, but it seems right now comments are. So if you appreciate my work, please comment. Thanks so much. And I'll see you in the next video. I'm going to do the human design chart for the summer solstice.